Hey guys, it's your girl Iman Get a Life, and in this video I'm going to break down exactly what I did to write 30 songs in 30 days on TikTok with a live audience and finish the songs. The reason why I did this is because I've been making music since 2022, and sometimes I really struggle to find things to talk about in my music. Not only that, but we're living in a time period where a lot of people are stuck in survival mode, so I don't really want to write music about the struggle because that just highlights more of what people are already going through. And I believe that music can be healing, which means we have to write about things that take people out of the current experience and mood that they're in and into a better experience and a better mood. So that's how I came up with the Thrival Mode Challenge. Thrival is not actually a word, but I was laying in my bed one night at the end of September and I was like, how am I gonna make music that's gonna get people out of survival mode and actually elevate the consciousness of the collective and help us just live better lives? So I was thinking about this word survival and how a lot of people are stuck in survival mode, and I came up with the word thrival because I don't want to be stuck in survival mode and I don't want you to be stuck in survival mode, so why don't we thrive together? That's how Thrival Mode was born. And so essentially I decided that for the entire month of October, well, technically 30 days, because on the 31st I did celebrate, I was going to go live on TikTok at the same time every single day for 1 hour to write a Thrival Mode song on live. This means that my lyrics have to put people in that thrival energy, in that abundance energy, in that happy energy. And this is something that I hadn't really challenged myself to do before. Usually when I write music, I'm by myself, and if I lose inspiration or just struggle to finish the song, I give up on it. And I know a lot of independent artists do this. So that's why I came up with this challenge, because when you're on live, you can't just stop writing the song, because you have to finish it, and everybody who's watching you knows that you're writing the song on live and they're waiting for you to finish it. So even though it was a little scary for me to get vulnerable on live and actually write a song that might sound corny or that I might not necessarily like, in a harmony or a melody or a tone that's new to me, having that added pressure of a live audience allowed me to push through my fears and just finish the song regardless. Alright, so now that you know that, let me break down the actual steps on how you can do this successfully also. Step number 1 is to choose a theme. I chose Thrival Mode as my theme because that's something that deeply resonates with me. I'm inspired by the fact that the collective wants music that's going to elevate their consciousness. And I also want to listen to that type of music. So there's no fear, there's no scarcity around the energy and the theme of this particular challenge, and I urge you to explore a theme that's gonna feel good to you. Because if it's about competition, or if it's about drugs, or if it's about something shallow, it's gonna be really difficult for you to write 30 songs about that topic. I don't want you to quit. I don't want you to have writer's block. I don't want you to be discouraged. So I want you to choose a theme that really aligns with you, that you feel like you have a lot to say about. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna choose your platform and the time that you're gonna go live. You can go live on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever platform you wanna use is totally up to you. And the time period is also totally up to you. I chose TikTok live at 6 p.m. every day. And at the beginning of October, I did take a little road trip. So there were a few days where I went live at 3 p.m. instead. And if there's going to be an instance in your schedule where you might have to change the time that you're going to go live, try to pick 2 times to stick to, so that if your audience misses you, they know you didn't go live that day and they're not just sitting around waiting for you to go live. So for example, if you're going to go live at 6 but you can't make it at 6, try to go live at 3 instead every single time. And if there's a day where you can't go live at 3 and you can't go live at 6, make sure you let your audience know. Personally, I did post on my stories if I was going to be a little late that day due to low Wi-Fi signal or whatever. You're also going to want to give yourself a certain amount of time to be live for, so that you can write your song in that amount of time, and so that your audience knows how long to expect you for on live every day. I chose an hour, but you could do 90 minutes, you could do 30 minutes, however long you think it's going to take you to write a full song. Choose that time frame and stick to it. And if you finish before the time frame is over, you can always hop off the live early, but at least you have the time that you need to finish writing the song. That's the most important part. Now listen, I know that it sounds scary and intimidating to get on live and to write a song on the spot. But that's the point, because as an independent artist, if you actually want to take music seriously and you want to do it full time, you're going to need to be able to perform live under pressure. You're going to have to make sure that your vocals are on key, that your breath control is strong, that your freestyling abilities are sharp, and therefore you are an artist. You're not just posing as an artist, or you're not just a recording artist. You actually do this. Secondly, it's going to give you the confidence that you can finish a song instead of just riding that initial wave of inspiration, and then after the second hook you lose your flow, you stop being able to come up with lyrics, and you shelve it for a demo that you're never going to touch again, right? And then lastly, giving your audience that behind the scenes look on how you actually create the music that they hear later when it's fully mixed and mastered allows them to bond to you and respect you, because they see the work that goes into creating the music that they like to listen to. All right, so once you have your theme and you've chosen your platform and you've chosen your time that you're gonna go live every single day, the next thing you're gonna do is make sure that you have a speaker of some sort connected to an external device like a laptop or a tablet, because you're gonna use your phone to go live on whatever platform you choose, and you're gonna play YouTube beats off of your other device through the Bluetooth speaker so that your audience can hear it on your phone. This is the easiest and least technically difficult way to do it, but there is another way to do it where you can connect your Logic Pro to your TikTok desktop, and then you could play your beat and record at the same time through your headphones while you're live. But I don't know how to set all that up, and truthfully I want the raw, bare bones version of the song on live instead of like recording it into Logic or another DAW. The reason why is because these are my demos. These are the songs that I'm going to listen to later over and over again, and then actually get into the studio and record it properly, because I have a completed song that I performed on live, so I know my breath control, I know my vocal range, and then I can make the proper changes that I need to make when I'm professionally recording it in the studio. Also, I want to really quickly mention that when I'm looking for beats on YouTube, I'm not using any beat that has a lot of views on it, because chances are someone has already bought it and released a song with the exact same beat. So what I like to do is I like to filter the videos for upload dates that were this past month, and then I purposely choose a beat that doesn't have a lot of views, because if you end up liking the song, you're gonna have to purchase the beat to record the song, and if the beat has 500,000 views on it, it might be $1,000, and at that point you might have to either change the beat or cough up the money to have the exclusive rights. But you still need to message the producer, tell them that you bought the song so that they can update it in the title of the video and nobody else can use the same beat for their songs as well. Once you actually get on camera, this is where it gets real, right? So you have to actually start writing a song. You have to come up with a harmony, you have to come up with a melody. One of the ways that I was able to get a very engaged audience while I was doing this is by allowing my audience to contribute to the songwriting process. So if I was stuck on a verse or I didn't have a rhyming word and I was trying to say something and I couldn't come up with the right language for it, I asked chat for their input. And you know what? A lot of people are actually really willing to help. I did tell them that I was going to give them credit though, so I'm going to give them credit where credit is due. But a lot of them came up with 1 or 2 lines in the songs that I was writing, and as a result of that, they're more invested now in finding out what the actual finished product is going to sound like, which I'm very excited for too. So I was live on my iPhone and I had my laptop open with the YouTube on, connected to my Bluetooth speaker that I was playing the beat from. I also had rhymezone.com open because I do use that website, and I had ChatGPT open because I would ask Chat for certain words that I couldn't come up with on the spot, and Chat actually helped inspire some of the verses that I wrote. I'm not going to say that I copied it word for word because I didn't do that, but it's okay to use Chat for like rhyming words that are a little bit more unique or a little bit unconventional, I guess, because that's what makes your songs interesting. And sometimes when you're on the spot, that pressure makes your brain stop working. So it is nice to have a website like RhymeZone or Chat open so that you can type in the words that you need rhyming words for and have them available to you. But once again, ask your audience for help because they're there, they're watching you, they want to get involved. So ask them, hey, what's another way to say this? What's a word that rhymes with that? Okay, I got this now. If you're going to do the songwriting challenge, then this next part of the video is incredibly important for you to listen to and implement, okay? Remember that people who are doing better than you are never going to spend their time hating on you. So if you're worried about trolls or haters distracting you or disturbing you or putting you down while you're on live, make sure you get a moderator for your chat. This is someone who can mute people before their comments even pop up, and therefore you can stay focused. Or just tell yourself that you're going to use the comments as fuel. And when someone says something on your live and you're reading it and it throws you off for a second, redirect that energy and that focus back into yourself. Remind yourself that that person's watching you create. If they're really that mad about it, then they can just block you. If they don't like what you're doing, they can just block you. But please do not let the fear of criticism or hate or judgment or trolling stop you from doing this challenge, because no matter what you do, people are going to have something to say about it. So just let them say what they want to say, okay? And move on with your day, and don't get caught up in trying to respond to people or trying to out-troll the trolls. That's not what your focus is or should be, and you should use that energy and that attention to continue writing the music that you're writing. Don't let anyone tell you music's not for everyone. Don't let anyone tell you you should get a job. Don't let anyone tell you anything negative, because once again, people who are doing better than you are not spending their time hating on you for trying. So just remind yourself, you're actually the one who's on live trying, and people are watching you and hating on you. Don't let the hate bother you, okay? Just keep doing what you're doing. So what do you do when you get off live and you're done writing the song? What I did is I downloaded my live video from TikTok, because TikTok lets you do that, and then I uploaded that live video to my YouTube channel so that I could have a playlist on YouTube documenting this entire journey. Then I also recorded the song that I wrote on TikTok as a video and posted it there, and then I posted it on YouTube Shorts as well. What I learned by doing this process is that not many people are going to listen to the bare bones version of your full song. So what you can do is you can record the full song so that you have it on your phone saved as a video, but then you can only post 30 to 40 seconds of the song, the best part of the song, and use some text on the screen to let the viewer know that it's part of a challenge and it's not the full song, and also to encourage subscribers to whatever channel you're using. So if you're using TikTok, tell them to follow you. If you're using YouTube, tell them to subscribe, and so on. So when the challenge is over, what do you do with these 30 songs? Good question. You are going to professionally record these 30 songs. Yes, that is the process that I'm going to be documenting next. I don't know if I'm going to document the entire thing, because I feel like part of me does perform better on the mic when I don't have an audience when I'm recording a song, but who knows, maybe I'll go live and I will record a song on live one of these days, and then I will try my best to make it sound like it was professionally recorded, but most likely I'm gonna have to send it to my engineer, who's gonna clean it up a little. From there, I'm gonna post it on SoundCloud, and the reason why I'm gonna post it on SoundCloud is because out of these 30 songs, I'm gonna get my audience to vote on the top 5 to 6 that they like, and then I'm gonna re-record those songs way better, because again, these are just demos, and I'm gonna send it to my engineer for final mixing and mastering, and I'm gonna drop it as a project, as an EP. This is kind of a foolproof way to put out a project in general, because you have a theme that you've been consistently working on for 30 days. So while you're working on the songs during those 30 days, you can start to think about the visuals of this EP and the intended audience, because if you don't have a target audience and you don't have a good rollout strategy, then you're just creating music that might not go anywhere. And again, this is something that I'm still new at, so I'm still learning how to do this, but I'm documenting my journey because I like to do that. It's really not as intimidating as a lot of people make it seem, because the only person really standing in your way is you. You're your own op. You're the one who's like, you're not good enough. They're gonna think you're cringy. They're gonna make fun of you. They're gonna say this. They're gonna say that. But if you document your journey and you put it out there, what are they gonna say? You're doing the work. and you're putting it out there. And then your work is going to inspire other people who want to do the same thing that you're doing. Also, by documenting this, it shows that you are actually serious about your craft and that you're not afraid to be seen trying. And those two things will take you very, very far no matter what career path you want to go down. So I hope this video helped, and I hope that if you reach the end of this video, you decide to do the 30-day song challenge. If you do, please let me know so I could follow along and support you, because that's what I want to do. If you were inspired by this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I will, again, be posting more behind the scenes content and then actually dropping an EP hopefully at the beginning of 2026. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys for tapping in. Iman, get a life out. See you next time. Mwah. Bye.